In this training byte, we will run a transient analysis in PSpice from an OrCAD Capture schematic. We will also see how to pause simulations and create checkpoints so you can continue a simulation from a specific point in time. I will copy the RC circuit we created in a previous training byte and call it buffer. To perform this, from OrCAD Capture, I will click File, New, Project. In the name field, I will enter buffer. I will click OK. I will verify the create based upon an existing option is set, and browse to the rc.opi project. I will click OK to create the new buffer project. Let me open the schematic. Since we will be running a transient analysis, we'll delete the DC source for our RC circuit, and add a new independent source that will be a pulse. To perform this task, I will click Place, PSpice Part, Modeling Application. I will expand the Sources folder and select Independent Sources. I will toggle the pulse option, and I'll set our pulse stimulus to transition from 0 to 1 volt after a 100 nanosecond delay, giving the pulse a 10 nanosecond rise time, and a 1 microsecond fall time. Our pulse width will be 1 second, and our period will be 2 seconds. I will select the Edit Simulation Profile icon. We want to run a transient analysis, and we'll simulate for 5 microseconds. We run the simulation, and when the probe window opens, we can add the V in and V out traces and see the results. Let's modify the schematic. Notice that I have flipped the op-amp horizontally so the negative input is at the top. I have added a couple more resistors and a capacitor, and wired those into our circuit. I also added 2 DC voltage sources for the supplies of our op-amp, one is 15 volts, and the other is negative 15 volts, and I connected them to ground. I added 2 off-page connectors, and named the wires VDD and VSS. I connected VDD and VSS to the op-amp, and I will save the design. For convenience, I'll give our second capacitor a reference designator of Cap2, and name our output signal out. Let's run our simulation, and when the simulation is complete, we can view the current through Cap1. I also want to view the current through capacitor 2, but it would not display well on the same scale as Cap1 since the currents will be on different orders of magnitude. I can add a new y-axis, and then add the current through Cap2 to our probe window. You can now see both curves, with Cap1 using a milliamp scale and Cap2 using a microamp scale. Simulations can also be paused and resumed. Our simulation ran so quickly that it would be difficult to pause, so we'll edit our simulation profile and change our maximum step size to 0.01 nanoseconds. The simulator will now use a much smaller step size, and when we run the simulation, we can now see that the progress is shown in the lower right of the probe window. We can pause the simulation with the pause button, and look at our current through Cap1 and Cap2, and see that the simulation has only gone up to roughly 1 microsecond. If we enter 1 microsecond in the run for field and click the run icon, we can then see the results of another 1 microseconds of our simulation. Let's stop this simulation and edit our simulation profile and save a checkpoint. We'll browse to a directory to save our checkpoints, and we'll save a checkpoint every 100 nanoseconds. Checkpoints can be useful for large time-consuming simulations. Checkpoints are used to restart a simulation for a specific time, and you may make component and parameter value changes from a specific checkpoint, but you cannot add or remove components in the circuit. Let's add V out to the probe window and save the waveform file as lab.dat. We can then edit our simulation profile, turn off Save Checkpoint, and restart our simulation from 1 microsecond, which was one of our checkpoints. After we run the simulation, we can add V out to the probe window. We can then load the lab.dat waveform, and if we tile our windows horizontally, we can see that our second simulation started at our 1 microsecond checkpoint. In this training byte, we ran several transient analyses and saw how to pause and restart a simulation, as well as how to save checkpoints so simulations can be run from a specific checkpoint rather than time zero.